So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and what I have here today is the all-new 2024 Jetour T2, and I would like to thank personally Jetour Quezon Avenue and to all of the sales executives involved in this review. And yes, I have this back on my channel, having driven this for a very short while, a couple months ago during the Manila International Auto Show, and having a mini lend out of this Jetour T2 now by Quezon Avenue. I learned a lot more than usual driving it on-road and a bit of uneven surfaces, not for the off-road sake yet. For the front fascia of this and the overall design of this, yes, it looks like that of the British brand, I must say, but it does give it a large presence once you drive this on our roads. So the face is pretty unique in this segment. You get LED lights all around. They act as well as your repeaters. You get a ground clearance of 220 millimeters. And there are sensors and cameras all around this vehicle, including in the side mirrors itself. They are pretty large too. And here on the side profile gives the rugged boxy look like every other 4x4 out there. And another unique thing with this Jetour T2, I wanna know off-road, hopefully these are running on 20-inch wheels. I wonder how it will affect on and off-road. But for the on-road side of things, of course, this is a very good SUV already, I must say. Usual cladding here and there, and your side steps as well over here. And powering this thing, so this is what, hold on, there you go. So this is what impressed me the most with this T2. And like what I said too, in my first time I encountered this in the auto show, I had no idea what this is for. I think this is a roof rack, but just here in the hood, because it says here 15 kilograms. Pretty interesting. I think you can add like rigid lights for the more off-roader look. Right, this is one of the biggest engines you can get for any Jetour vehicle at the moment. This is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 251 horsepower and 390 Newton meters of torque. This one is mated to a 7-speed wet type dual clutch transmission. A bit familiar like with that of the dashing. However, there's just a bit of tuning differences since now this is a 4x4 vehicle. And I actually edited this out during the auto show itself. I thought this was a diesel engine, but this is the GDI engine. That's why I said D. But this is actually a gasoline powered vehicle. Now here on the side profile once again of this T2, yeah, I really love the looks of this. It's one of the most unique looking Chinese vehicles I've ever encountered so far. And what I've not showed you during the auto show, since it was a very quick shoot, besides the side step, grab handle over here, and yeah, very good quality here with this T2. And you get usable roof racks. And they have this nice lime green trims on it. And of course, it's not the fake ones unlike some other cars out there in general. But this, you can use it with intention despite to having a sunroof. Now here at the rear of this Jetour T2, yes, again with the off-road boxiness like with its competition out there, with a spare tire along with the cover. But unique in this off-road vehicle segment, there's cameras all around this vehicle, even one up above here and this one, and sensors all around, which I'll demo later on once we get into the interior. LED tail lights as well, and open this rear up. Yep, very similar to a Japanese off-roader land out that I borrowed a week ago. But unlike with that vehicle, you can fit a lot of stuff here. I mean, look at all the space here. I can fit two of me squatting position here at the rear. But what I did not show you yet again during the auto show, there's a lot of stuff here in the door. You have a 3-kilogram hook over here and pop-out cup holders. How about that? On either side. Here you go. Look at that. I've never seen this layout that comes as standard here for any vehicle. And of course, it will double once you fold all of the seats down. I could not find how to make it flat. Maybe that's just a safety thing. Sorry if I'm in a stockyard. On either side, you get net storages and tethering hooks as well. But exclusively for the left side, you have a 12-volt socket right over here. And underneath, yeah, there's more spaces over here. That's pretty much it, since your spare tire is just here at the rear. At least it's not as slow as the Japanese layout that I tried out. Now this is the interior once again of this Jetour T2. Here in the door card, there's a lot going on, and The quality, fit and finish here is amazing. And of course, once you start her up, these are dominated by two very large screens. One nitpick I would say immediately with this T2, once I brought this away from the dealership to drive here to the stockyard, you have to control most of the stuff here in the infotainment system, like to your air cons, even for adjusting the side mirrors and all that. However, though, I got used to it pretty quickly since I was a bit old school with all of the buttons being located here on the left side. But there is one retaining button here only, which I find it a bit odd too. Electronic parking brake only. But hey, at least it's still a physical button. On the doors, I love all of the quality here and there. And like that of the Jetour dashing, you get a place here for your umbrellas, I assume, but it has to be really, really small. And this Jetour T2 is equipped with Sony sound speakers all around, which sound amazing. Sadly, I cannot demo it on camera because I don't want to get copyrighted. And here in the instrument cluster itself, it's your usual, at least it's a bit bigger than that of the Jetour dashing with a lot of information if needed. And I love this feature too. I was wondering if there's a night mode. I don't think you can activate it manually here in the infotainment system. However, if you turn on the lights, there you go. Now that's your dark mode. But I wish there was a dark mode too while you're driving here during daylight. Anyway, steering wheel here, it's the square shape. A little bit more on the sportier side of things. As well, shout out to Justin Young. We tested this out too during the Autofocus Test Drive Festival last May. It's pretty light for an off-road vehicle. Even lighter than the Japanese Landau that I borrowed a week ago. Pretty impressive for a car of this size. So again, more of the driving dynamics later on. What I love though, paddle shifters all around. Finally. And these are all of your buttons for your adaptive cruise control suite, instrument cluster adjustments, and your phone connectivity functions. And speaking of phone connectivity functions, this only has Apple CarPlay. Sadly, here's for your 360-degree camera. Here's the 2D image with the front and back, 3D image. I love the resolution, the response time of this. Front wide angle, rear wide angle, and you get a wheel camera since you have cameras here too in the side mirrors. Very handy, even as I mentioned with other vehicles equipped with this feature. This is one of the most useful camera systems that you can have. More stuff here, wading radar. I've never seen that before. And here for the center console, AC functions, your 360-degree camera button, an off-road function, and you get your Twitter button here. Just kidding. This is your X mode. Since this is four-wheel drive, you have a lot of modes. So here we have Eco, Normal, Sport, Snow, Mud, Rock. If you press this X button, you get X mode. So this is the information. I won't say it anymore on camera. But for going here during the test route, going here to the stockyard, I tried Eco, Normal, and Sport mode. They seem perfect already for road conditions. More on the driving again later on. And you get a cubby space and nice materials here on the right passenger side. Look at that cubby space. You can fit like 2 or 3 phones. Glove box, but there, pretty decent. Oh, another 3-kilogram hook right over here. And then here in the center with 2 grab handles, you get a wireless charging pad and another pad itself. You see a charging logo here because there's one more here underneath. Look at that. There's a USB port and a 60-watt USB-C charging port. This came in handy since my phone was low bat during the trip and it charged really, really fast. I'm very impressed. You can see here more cubby spaces. It's pretty large. Center console back, so you can flick this open. It reveals 2 cup holders and open this further. You get a large cubby space and with a cooling function. How about that? So this Jetour T2 already for me is a pretty complete car. And the seats overall, I did mistake. This is an SF logo, but it's actually Jetour. Peace, meaning JT. Anyways, the leather is nice and durable, all squeegee, very soft to sit in. I like it. And above here, as you can see, panoramic sunroof that stretches all the way to the rear seats itself. Get your light controls above here. Sun visor, get a vanity mirror with lights on either side. LED lights too. Nice one, Jetour. I forgot all about this. Right, the first Chinese vehicle that I've encountered that has an extendable sun visor. Very good with that. Yeah, so that's about it here with this Jetour T2 in front. Let's check out the rear seats, which I have not properly demoed yet. Now here are the rear seats of this Jetour T2. Finally, in the door card, pretty much the same like the ones in front. Cubby spaces and Sony sound speakers on either side. Wow, I haven't talked about door suds in quite a while. Even the ones in front, this is pretty impressive. Wow, this is one of the... Wow, I'm fanboying a lot with this Jetour T2. No wonder a lot of people want to buy this. Maybe I too want to get one of these. Anyways, that is my normal diving position, by the way. Look at my feet room. I can't stretch my feet all the way forward, but it's very close. And the knee room, look at that. I can stretch. My head is not even hitting that much of the front seat. And headroom, despite two with the panoramic sunroof, I have a lot of headroom. I'm 5'4", even I think 6 foot or 6'3". People this tall will be fine here at the rear. And specialty of this Jetour T2, since it's such a tall vehicle, there's no transmission tunnel whatsoever. And behind both front seats, you get a lot of map pockets. There's like 3 on either side. That's amazing. And here in the middle, 2 air conditioning vents, 1 USB port, and again the fast 60-watt USB-C port charging, and the cabin space. Once again, seats here, pretty much the same like the ones in front. In either left or right side of the seats, comfortable wherever you sit. Grab handle here once again, LED lights. Then here's, it's wrapped in plastic. My apologies since this is a new test drive unit. You get a central armrest with pop-out cup holders, very much like a European vehicle, and another cubby space here, like enough for phones. Bear with me. You know what? Let's go for a dive. Now diving once again, the Jetour T2 4x4. As you can hear, there's loud motorcycles all around, and the insulation of this is actually really good. And having driven this quite a lot more now compared to the one in the Manila International Auto Show, there's a lot to like about this vehicle. And despite being a very big vehicle, well, it's not as big or as scary to dive compared to that like that of MPV vehicles. I mean, yeah, comparison, there's a loud motorcycle that passed by. Not much translating sound here into the cabin, which is pretty impressive for a very new brand here in the country. I wanna try though on an off-road bit, maybe soon, maybe for another time. But for city driving, this is so easy to drive. And again, being a wet type dual clutch transmission, it's not that jerky at all. There's just some of a bit of a delay, but again, it's not so bad. And the ride of this is what I have to commend with this T2. It's really comfortable, even though you're sitting at like, what, 220 millimeters of ground clearance. And what I thought, my mistake before during the International Auto Show, I thought this was a diesel engine. But no, we get a gasoline engine. So expect fuel economy to be a bit, what, thirstier than usual, but it's not as thirsty as you think. So this is my fuel economy reading during this trip, so around 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers. So literally this is doing like 10.1 kilometers per liter in the city, which is pretty impressive for a 4x4 off-road vehicle. And I just left this driving in normal mode because, I mean, it's pretty alright already in terms of the response time. And here, just a demo only, here at eco mode, then you just floor it. Yeah, there's just a little bit of a delay. And then here, sport mode. Man, they're a little bit better. Right, but normal is the best driving mode in terms of all of the 3 on-road features that's equipped with this. So X mode, I think that's probably an all-rounder. If you plan this to leave this on-road and then suddenly go off-road, I think it will adapt to it with ease. And then here now, let's try a bit of the biggie sport mode. And here's manual mode. A bit of delay off the line, but once you get going, you get going, which is all right. And here another hump. And I've seen no difference too with all of the driving dynamics. I mean, in terms of the staying feel. And then here again, sport mode. Wow. Even the brakes is pretty sharp for a very tall vehicle. And yeah, driving this, it feels like more of a crossover than a 4x4 rugged vehicle or like a ladder frame chassis. Yeah, this is such a surprising car from Jetour. Yes, I know with the looks here and there, it might be a bit debatable. However, I like this car from top to bottom. And in case you want to go off-road, yeah, I think this is the car that you should get. And the ride, everything is, I would say, pristine, because usually when it comes to 4x4 vehicles, it's a bit, harsh on the ride, the NVH, insulation. They're only good for one thing, which is off-roading. But for this Jetour, they literally nailed everything from on and off-road. Yeah, that's a, I guess, quick drive of this Jetour T2, and driving this around in QAV, EDSA, and all that. Yeah, it handles all of the road imperfections with ease. And just here, go a bit faster. That is not so bad whatsoever. 251 horsepower on the top. Yeah, very good performance with this Jetour T2. Something you have to watch out for with this T2, the turning circle is quite big. So you have to do a 3-point turn. Now for the cost of all of this, for this off-road beast, I would say this one stands around 2.5 million pesos. I would say it's worth every penny because you got all of the tech, the luxury, and all that. And I would say one of the most unique off-roader vehicles in this segment. So yeah, that's my quick test drive of this Jetour T2. Again, I would like to thank everyone at Jetour Quezon Avenue for making this test drive review possible. So I'll put all of the sales executives' contact details in the description down below. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more Jetour reviews coming right up. Bye-bye.